Fortnite has gone through a lot of changes since its first reveal back in 2011, but it wasn't really until the 26th of September 2017 and the introduction of the Battle Royale mode that the game became what it is today. Recently hitting 3.4 million concurrent players, the free-to-play 1 vs 100 mode is insanely popular. But where does it go next? Here are 11 features you can expect to see in the future. To the Battle Bus! One, matchmaking improvements. Epic say this is something they're putting a lot of time into, and are working on changing the matchmaking so we have matches with a more balanced distribution of skill. What this probably means is that when you launch into a game, the server will check your stats like wins, losses, top 25 placements, kills, etc, and try and match you with players that have similar stats. The problem is, that will take away from some of the random elements of encounters. Currently, you don't know if the person you've spotted in the distance is going to build up and take the high ground, or just do their best impression of a kangaroo when you open fire. And really, that's half the fun. The solution might be a split between competitive and casual game types, where one is ranked and the other is just for fun. But either way, matchmaking improvements in one form or another are on the horizon. 2. 60 FPS on console. Very soon, maybe even now if you're watching this from the future, an optional FPS mode will become available for PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One X and Xbox One players. This has been developed specifically for each console, meaning you'll get maximum frame rates with minimum loss of visual quality. What this means for the game is more responsive controls and less lag between button presses and the action on screen. It should make shooting even sharper, but it also reduces the things you can blame when you miss a perfect sniper headshot. 3. More adventurous items. The Fortnite and Disco Hero outfits are great, but in the future, gliders will also get a makeover. Concept art suggests that we'll be hanging onto things like this on our way into Tilted Towers very soon. And when we get there, expect to be able to swing a llama unicorn pickaxe while wearing brand new outfits like this. But just looking good isn't enough. Epic are also looking at more items than just weapons and consumables that will allow for more exciting ways to play. What this means is still to be revealed, but it hints at the possibility of new traps. What about a floor trap that creates a hole in the ground filled with spikes that's carefully covered with grass? Or new ways of moving around, roller skates that give you a movement boost. Or something like stilts to give you a height advantage but make you vulnerable. I hope you're listening, Epic. 4. The SMG is going into the vault. Yep, the SMG no one ever uses after the first 60 seconds of the game is being retired to the great gun vault in the sky. It may or may not return, but it obviously leaves a gap in the weapon pool that needs to be filled with a weapon boasting fast rate of fire but limited range. Or you might just see more tactical and suppressed SMGs dropping as these ones are staying in rotation. 5. The double pump technique might be nerfed. This is one of the best offensive techniques I've picked up since playing. The double pump is basically just carrying 2 pump action shotguns around and then swapping between the next one after you fired the first. It means you can take out just about anyone in 2 shots. It's really fast, really great, and I love it. But Epic are looking at ways to counter it. Personally, I think that'll be really hard to do and keep the balance of the game intact, so hopefully this one will stay. 6. Little changes that will help. On top of all the major things that we've already mentioned, Fortnite will also get some minor changes that will help make the game even better. For example, building is being improved on console, so I guess I'll have to do more of that than pretending to be a bush for the whole game. There's going to be a larger map with a zoom function, and soon you'll be able to preemptively hold down the search button while approaching a searchable object. 7. More and faster ways to play. Long term, you can expect all of the social features in Fortnite to get reworked, but before then, you'll be able to invite friends to play direct from Facebook, first on PC, but we've been promised it will come to console as well, and you'll be able to set up looking for group messages to allow you to party up with the people you want to. Added to this is a re-queue from death screen feature that will mean you won't have to go back to the menu before getting into the next round, and a spectate mode where you can watch and chat with your friends while you wait for them to finish a solo match. Plus, if you're feeling generous, Epic say they have a feature on the horizon just for you. Tipping V-Bucks? Yeah, that'd be my guess as well. 8. New limited time modes. After the success of the previous limited time modes, you can expect to see a lot more of these entering rotation. Some will be more along the lines of the sniper shootout and sneaky silencer modes, but others will change everything, like a planned floor is lava mode, a blitz mode which involves shorter matches, and a bigger team size game falling between the 50 vs 50 mode and squads. 9. A return of the 50 vs 50 mode. The 50 vs 50 mode will be revamped and relaunched, bringing it closer to the 50 vs 50 trailer experience. Both teams will get their own battle bus to drop into the action, meaning the teams will be split across the map to begin with. But then, it should be all about base building and teamwork. The plan is to have all of your squad mates visible on the map during the game, but also add in more supply drops so everyone gets a fair share of the loot. Yes, it's going to be epic. 10. Custom matches. You may have seen a number of YouTubers and streamers being invited to the Fortnite friendlies recently. These are private matches where you get to set the rules. Shotguns only, unlimited building materials, no healing, that sort of thing. These test matches are basically just dummy runs to iron out the bugs and other issues before it's rolled out to everyone. I wouldn't expect your wins and kills in these modes to count towards your stats though, because, well, they're ripe for exploiting. 11. The Battle Pass Season 3. The Battle Pass will return for Season 3, which will start on or before the 20th of February 2018. It should cost the same amount, around $10, but you'll need to buy a new one for Season 3 even if you've got the one for Season 2. But don't worry, you'll still get to keep all your stuff. It actually works out at pretty good value as long as you plan to play the game enough, and the Season 3 pass will replace the second daily challenge with a new weekly system. Let us know what you think of the upcoming changes in the comments below, click the boxes on the left for more content from us, and don't forget to hit the big button in the middle to subscribe for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on Games Radar Plus.